Cool. Sorry about the trouble, guys. So I'm gonna get started now. So I hope you can see this window. Okay, cool. So what is CDN? CDN, that stands for Content Delivery Network. It is a it is a system to increase the performance of the websites. That's the basic functionality. That's the basic function of any CDN platform. And one of the major CDN provider, cloud delivery network provider, is Cloudflare. Cloudflare is a system that can be used with any website to provide the content delivery network functionality benefits to it. So how it works? Basically, it works as a DNS system provider as well. So basically, you set up the domain name servers to content delivery network, and here, which is Cloudflare, and it basically route that traffic through its own server, and for all the requests, it check if the system has the caches for that network path or URL path, and if it does, then it will just return the content from there only. It doesn't go to the server actually, right? So if we think about any request that comes for a website, it first comes to the IP resolvers, which provide the DNS or IP address to the server, and the DNS resolver is also a lengthy process. So basically, when the request is made for any domain, the request goes to a DNS system or DNS server, and DNS server basically forward the request to the server. And here the Cloudflare, which is working as a content delivery network for our website, it basically works between our server, and the users. So basically, the Cloudflare is providing us the functionality of DNS server, as well as is providing the functionality of content delivery network, right? So if you see, I have all the DNS set up here, and I have set up the various things like you can see, if you go to speed, I can see the various things like on the speed of my website, right? I do have some other functionality as well. So Cloudflare can provide me SSL certificate as well. It actually provides the SSL certification free of cost, and I'm using some part of it. By the way, I am using Let's Encrypt for SSL certification, and on the top of it, I'm using Cloudflare. So basically, the main function of any Cloudflare or any content delivery network is that it caches the request and stores the data on its delivery nodes, and those delivery nodes are near to the customers, right? So for example, if my website is hosted on a server that's based in New York, US, right? And I have a visitor who is trying to visit the website from India. So the network request has to travel from India to New York to get any kind of content such as image or CSS file or JavaScript file. But if we were using some kind of content delivery network, then Cloudflare has the servers in India as well, right? For example, Cloudflare has servers in Mumbai itself, right? So the requests can be served from Mumbai, right? So Mumbai server itself. So that way the requests will be served more easily and at a faster speed. But if the request had to go from Mumbai to US, it would require a lot of time for traveling the data, right? So this is one of the biggest benefit of having the cloud delivery network. So you can see from this chart, we have 41,000 requests on our website, right, in last 24 hours. And we had 12,000 requests served through Cloudflare as a cached content, right? So 12,000 requests were served for the cached content. For example, like images or JavaScript files or CSS files, which were stored on the Cloudflare servers and they were served directly. The requests never reached out to our server.
It's 5:45.
And there were uncached requests as well. 28,000 requests were uncached. That basically means it was for the type of data which couldn't be cached, right? It couldn't be cached at the Cloudflare server. And this basically shows how the Cloudflare is working on our website and how it is working to improve our performance, right? So for example, on our website, you have users from United States, you have users from Germany, Singapore, Russian Federation, right? But the server is based in Bangalore, India. So basically, the requests from India, right? Cloudflare may have multiple different nodes, right? So if somebody is visiting from South India, right, and Cloudflare has server in Bangalore, then requests can be served from Bangalore server itself, right? And if somebody is there trying to visit the website from like northern India, and if Cloudflare has server in northern India, then requests will be served directly from there. So requests don't have to travel to like 3,500 kilometers to get the data, right? So it can be directly served from a nearest server. So this is one of the benefit of having the Cloudflare or any other kind of content delivery network. So well, I am not sponsoring or I am not affiliated with the Cloudflare, but Cloudflare is one of the most popular content delivery network provider, and they do have a free plan as well, and that's what I'm using right now because I don't have high amount of traffic on my website, and that means their free plan just works fine for me. Another thing, another benefit of having the Cloudflare server is it protects you from hacking attempts as well. So there is a hacking technique that's called DDoS, denial of service. So that basically the hackers try to get your website down by sending a lot of robot traffic, lot of fake traffic to your website, and they try to put a lot of pressure, a lot of load on your servers. And once server cannot handle all of those requests, then server gets down. So Cloudflare server provides the DDoS protection as well. This was one of the reason that I had to use Cloudflare, because there are a lot of attacks, lot of attempts to get the servers down. And if you are using some content delivery network, it can help you to mitigate those attacks. So well, you can see five HTTP requests which were uh, trying to access our server and trying to do some kind of bad thing on our website. They were mitigated by the Cloudflare. So Cloudflare or any other kind of content delivery network is very important and very beneficial to your website. If you have any kind of other question, if you need any kind of help, please let me know, and I'll be happy to provide you help and answer your questions. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, see you in the next video.